Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Game On Brad and this is Stories, the Path of Destinies. In the last episode, I actually was betrayed by my best friend Lupino. It turns out the rabbit was in fact the murderer, and that completed another truth, which was Lupino was involved with, and it completed one of my cards for my story. So Lupino ended up killing me at the end of this, I guess, Destiny story arc, and now I have no idea what's next. So I'm assuming it's going to be one of the other truths, one either dealing with Zenobia or the stone that wanted blood. That's based on the icons that were on the actual card map that I have on the right hand side of the screen. So let's see where this next part of the story takes us.
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Skyripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong, but he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert, as tempting as it was to explore ancient mysteries. There was a war going on, and also, his old friend Lupino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lupino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Okay, so you get a little bit more of the story as you play, because he didn't actually say that before, that he had a feeling that Lupino betrayed the rebellion. So it's like I have slight memories of a past life, but I don't exactly remember what happened. So I don't actually remember finding the temple. But it looks like we do have to build the Skyripper, and that's the one thing I did pass over originally, so let's go with this one.
Every child knew about the Skyripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces deep. And then, this Emperor's horrific sacrifices had brought it back to the surface. Renato wasn't exactly sure how to use the legendary weapon. But surely, there must be some way to do it without provoking another catastrophe. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the Earth? It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it. As he set foot on the island, Renato couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lupino still waiting to be rescued? No. He was probably drinking champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne? Did rabbits? Renato felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it. Why had he chosen the Skyripper? Renato never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Skyripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it?
So this next arc is more of a jungle zone. It's pretty cool. Even the sound effects are very, very nice. Oh, 3 chests out here. Wow. That's pretty good. Now I have to go down inside. Oh, the effect's nice. The fog on the floor is pretty cool. That ominous tone of the cave, very nice. Oh boy. Oh, can I reach that?
Renato wondered idly if people who had built these poles had really
Oh,
long
yeah.
tentacles.
Oh, don't say that. They're people with long tentacles. They mean they gotta fight monsters. Let's see if I can build the last sword yet. No, I need 70 ore to build that one. I have enough wind essence, though. More than enough. Whoa. Okay.
Didn't your mother tell you it's rude to stare? Snapped Renato, a little smug.
Where do I go next? Oh, I see. No, it closed on me. Oh, there's a wall here. So I'm protected. Wow, these guys are kind of pathing. I have a feeling that if I get caught in that ray, I'm gonna die immediately, so...
Like the people who had built this castle, did they even know what monstrous weapon lay hidden within their walls? The Skyripper could destroy anything it touched, or so the legend said. As the Transcendent Emperor had fought the lost gods, thousands of thousands had died. But Renato had been through wars. The only merciful war was a short one. Renato felt like he was ready to learn new things. Thank goodness he didn't have to go to school for that.
Okay, so I already got the True Sword Fu. I think I'm gonna go with more of aggressive defense. Or maybe the hookshot. Hookshot damage. Not as important as counter damage. I could use more health though.
Haven't you always wanted to do that?
Yeah, let's go with more health. That makes more sense for me. Okay, there's a chest there. Now I just have to find a way to get to it. How do I get to it? Looks like an ice store is right up ahead here. I'm just gonna go for it. Not even gonna hesitate. Ah, let me walk.
There was an engraving. Maximum capacity, 130 people.
This is not taking me where I thought it was going to take me. Just got to be careful that these guys don't hit me. When they're empowered, when they're glowing like that, they could seriously destroy me in a heartbeat.
In this chest, there were woodcuts of amazingly beautiful vixens wearing no clothes at all. And something more useful.
So it was pornography, in other words. Okay, so I came back the way I came from. Oh, crap. Whew.
Renato smash.
So far, so good. Okay, I think this leads to that other chest. I hope. Yep. I'm at 51. I need 70 in order to get the next sword. The truth behind the Skyripper is shrouded in a thick fog. The most believable tale is that the Transcendent Emperor has used the Skyripper to banish Iblis. Then, the TE buried the weapon and vanished. Was it a self-imposed exile to rid the world of its last divine presence? Or was it the price to pay for using such a tremendous power? Could the Skyripper and Iblis have a deeper connection than just a weapon and its victim? My rituals will summon the Iblis Stone. Perhaps I should worry that they will also cause the Skyripper to resurface. If that is the case, I should spare no resources to find it. The weapon that can banish a god is an invaluable bargaining chip should the old ones decide to double-cross me. It is in their nature to try. But gods are predictable, and I can rely on that to always be one step ahead. Emperor Insingrim III. So he's aware of the gods? Interesting. Okay, I don't want to take that ice door yet. I want to see what's over here. Because that ice door leads to a platform that may not bring me back. Oh boy. Okay, the door's destroyed. There's a whole bunch of those guys there. No, it closed on me. Oh, I guess I gotta go this way then. I have no choice.
Well, the eyes have had it.
I say aye. Ouch. Okay, so they don't kill you when you get hit, but if you stay in it, you're gonna die. That's for sure. This is a little bit of a maze. I gotta watch out for these eyes. They seem to be everywhere. Just be patient, Brad. Just be patient. Clear the way. I have a feeling I'm going to end up fighting these guys while I'm fighting the Ravens at some point. And that's going to suck. Oh, crap.
No one could beat Renato at hot potato.
Die! Oh boy. Okay. Oh, I see.
Firewalls only let you through if they think you're hot enough.
Let me in. Oh wait, this is gonna block me. If I walk through here, a gate's gonna pop up, isn't it? Yep, there we go. There we go.
Truth was, Bernardo really liked the sound of his sword made in the air.
Wow, there better be something good in this chest. There were a lot of guys here protecting it. Oh yeah, baby. Level 3 gem. That should auto-equip. That means I'm at max level for my crit chance.
That had been his mistake before, trusting his old friend Lapino, who had been through so many battles with him and shed so many heartaches, who he'd rescued so many times. What was up with that guy anyway?
Yeah, it seems like my character doesn't remember what happened to him. Not exactly. He has a feeling that something was wrong, but he doesn't know what.
See? That wasn't so hard.
Okay, so that just led me to an alternate route to get to the same place, which is good. Uh-oh. Another one of these giant doors. Oh, cool.
There it was. Skyripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Skyripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
Okay, so even though they use the same image, the story is completely different for this one. Now she's invaded an island. And this Skyripper core seems to be the same as the previous story that I did where it poisoned me, but I don't know if the story arc is going to be the same when I play it, because it has this asterisk as well. So I'm assuming this is going to be different than when I first played it. So let's give this a shot. I want the second half of the Skyripper core to see what it's going to do.
It was a no-brainer. He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the armature was useless by itself, only a series of coils and wheels. War demanded sacrifices, and he would make more before the end. He would have to choose the greatest good, no matter how much it cost him. Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over. He was sure of that. The power was in the core. Obviously, he had to get the core. Doubt sunk in before he was even out of sight of the Farfarer. Why had he chosen the Skyripper? It was the sort of path he'd always avoided. The path of responsibility, of seriousness. Had he grown up? He didn't feel grown up. He'd made this decision from his gut, like he always did. Somehow, he'd impulsively decided to stop being impulsive. Did that make any sense?
Look, I'm dancing with the core shell. Whee! Okay, so, based on the screenshots they showed me...
Ice walls only let you through if they knew you were cool.
I think this leads to a chest. I know if I go through there, a door is going to close on me. There's only two ways, though. This way or that way. Doesn't look like there's a way back. And I think there's a chest over there. Oh no, it doesn't stop me.
It would be fun to try out that one. And here was a handy workbench.
Yeah, baby, look at that. 20% chance to deal double damage. So sweet. Oh, I still have to upgrade the ice sword too. That's 100 ore, holy cow. No, I gotta get this other sword first. So I need 13 more. Okay, that looks like a battle platform. Dear Zenobia, the director of Academy has told me how much he was impressed by your academic performance and leadership. Somehow I doubt this was a session of bootlicking. I have seen plenty of those. That old toad is sincere. I am proud of you, my daughter. You will make a fine empress one day. On my end, great news. Professor Calaveras has been studying the Nexus, and he has made a bold observation. That toad is a true genius. You know how that island is unique, constantly changing, new crystalline formations appearing, island fragments merging, splitting, slowly drifting, held together by some invisible threads. Professor Calaveras is convinced those changes are not random, but rather indicative of the living nature of the islands. He has observed that certain changes on the Nexus follow or sometimes precede a turbulence on another island. Landslide, quake, flood, the Nexus seems to resonate with those events. Maybe the islands are a hive mind of the Nexus, and the Nexus is the brain. In any case, I am funding a permanent scientific observatory on the Nexus. I will attract the Empire's greatest minds, with Professor Calaveras at the helm. I anticipate a great age of enlightenment for the Empire. With love, Father. So this is before he became corrupt. Oh, I really want to go back, but I don't know if I can come back. There we go. Whoops. Ah! Oh, I had 1 health left. Holy shit. I tried to switch swords, but I was hitting the wrong button. So I could heal during combat, but oh well.
Renato had once invested in a jewel store.
Shield
but
breaker.
It lost money because someone kept robbing it. Twist. It was him. These islands were short on transport.
Yes. I like how I can't fall off the platforms, but they can. Not sure which way I should be going here.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time. What's there?
I should come back to this or should I go? I can't see where it leads. Let me check the other paths first. Then I'll see where that one leads. That path is blocked. Okay, so there's a path that goes down. Okay, that's where I came from. Okay. So there's only one path to take. Which is fine by me. Well, there's two paths, actually. This one seems to be the long way. So I'm going to take the fire door. This might be a shortcut. Shortcuts aren't necessarily a good thing. Because I could miss a chest, and I don't want to do that.
That was always a rush.
Come on, turn around, Eye. I'm looking at you. You're not looking at me, though. Thankfully.
You almost never saw wild gogglers together like this. The toads had to train them not to peck each other to death. So these had to be imperial gogglers. That meant ravens were up ahead.
Of course there are ravens up ahead.
All over the platform for really hot lady foxes, with pictures and addresses and everything.
Yeah, I just ate you guys alive. Red chest is mine.
This stone was incredibly valuable. Renato could sense it. Also, it still had its price tag.
I'm not sure if treasure hunter is
There were fewer and fewer
useful.
trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before? He no longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest. The mice and rabbits. Where had they gone? And he was getting hungry too. This was an unhealthy place to be.
Oh. Is there anything else I'm missing? This is the way I came from. Wow, this board looks amazing. It's kind of partially jungle, partially crystalline. Corrupt. These are corrupt crystals.
Definitely easier to fight inanimate objects.
Okay, so this is the easy way to go? Let's see the other way. I think there was another way. Oh, this way I can come back at least.
Where did that go to?
Die! Yes, another red chest, baby. Wow, I found level 3 treasure hunter gem already. It's like it's telling me to equip it. The stone's telling me to kill people. Now I've got a level 3 treasure hunter gem.
course there was a puzzle. You couldn't expect the transcendent Emperor to bury a god's eye in a leather sack where anyone could pick it up.
Sure I do. It's exactly what I expect. Okay. I love how the camera angle intentionally changed to help me out. It's a weird camera angle, but it really works.
Give me a lever, said Archimedes, and I shall open a gate.
I think more health might be good. No, I gotta start increasing combat. Yeah, this takes a lot of skill points, though. Compared to health. Oops. Compared to health.
Swell. He'd always wanted to do that.
Really? It's just a counter. Uh-oh, here we go. This looks like another battle zone. Yep. Die! Yeah, baby, you guys are toast. All mine, all mine. Well, looks like one way to go. I'm starting to get the idea of when I'm going to be attacked. But not always. Sometimes it's not so obvious. Okay, that was a totally different way to get to this core than before.
The 20-sided core made him feel physically sick. Once he had sneaked into a temple of the dark arts, and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there. This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature. The wheels began to spin, then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war apparatus. Maybe Lupino wasn't such a good friend. Yeah, that made him feel better. He carried his prize back to the Farfarer. Now, he had to make his next move. There was a key Imperial outpost on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of super weapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle. But maybe he should show it to some scientists first. There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
Okay, so I have two choices, but that's the end of this episode. We'll make a choice in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Hi everyone, I just want to say thank you very much for watching this video. Please give this video a like, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll be posting many more videos in the future. Thank you very much, and have a fantastic day.